Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. Today is Wednesday, November 6, 2024. This is episode 745 of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, and over the next hour, alongside Eric Taylor in the green room, we got the whole community here: Augusta Delgado, Jeff S., Luke J., Hope in the background, Kenneth Lowry, Rosemont, Savage Fit, Brett B. up in the upstate, Marcus Kyler. Guys, so many of you. We're all going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis on each of those stories on what it means to be as a practitioner. So what can we do with this information to drive cyber risk reduction for our business stakeholders? And the networking is phenomenal. So whether you're a first-timer or a long-timer here, you are with the Simply Cyber community now, and hashtag Team SC rolls deep. So say what's up in chat, high five, virtually or in person if you're there in a meeting with someone, because it's all about good times. And if you're looking to break into the industry, don't worry about driving cyber risk reduction for your business stakeholders just yet. Worry about getting asked in any job interview. How do you stay current? Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The Daily Cyber Threat Brief is a banger of an answer. Believe me when I tell you that. Hashtag Team SC in chat. Now, I want you to know we're going to go through the top cyber stories of the day over the next hour. But an important little factoid, I do not prep or research for any of the stories. I briefly see the headline as I'm setting up the show. I know that there's going to be a lot of law enforcement today, but I don't know what the stories are. I don't know what we're talking about. This is new to me. I don't know what my reactions are going to be or my hot takes. So believe me, whatever we're doing, we're going to be doing it together, and it's all about good times. What's up, Justin Gold? Mod in chat. Take heart, Marcus Kyler from Roseman. All right, guys. Hey, Rhonda Rummerfield down in the low country. Good morning, Ronnie Wong. All right, and remember, we're going to demonstrate just how amazing this community is in just a minute as we go around the world on Worldwide Wednesday. Now, before I get into it, let me give some shout out and love to the stream sponsors, those partners that I am very, very proud and honored to be associated with, starting with Barricade Cyber Solutions. Y'all, Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses from cyber attacks and recover from the damage done. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. Believe that. Let me tell you this. They are exactly who you want to call if you have an active compromise. Business email compromise, ransomware, whatever. Spin the wheel, choose your own adventure. If you've got digital threat actors up in your environment, Eric Taylor and the crew over at Barricade will absolutely eviscerate them. All right? Now, check it out. I also want to say shout out and love to Antisyphon. And mods, let me know if the music is too loud. Chat, let me know if the music's too loud. I have it in my ear right here. It sounds a little louder than normal, but the levels would indicate that it's the normal level that I run with. Check it out, guys. I am a public person. I get live every day. Hundreds of people. I'm just spitting hot takes and all these things. And sometimes people don't agree with me. It's not a political show, but we do dive into things, right? So because I'm a person that exists publicly, I have to be hyper aware of my safety and security. And it's easier than ever to find personal information about people online. Hello, I've been going hard on OSINT lately. Michelle Khan has got the bug in me, and I'm telling you, it's easy to find stuff on people. But I recently found a solution, and this service is called Delete Me. Delete Me is a subscription service that removes your personal information from the largest people search databases on the web, and in the process helps prevent ID theft, doxing, and phishing scams. When you sign up, you tell Delete Me what data you want deleted, and they go off and take care of it. You get a personalized privacy report showing the info, where they found it and what was removed, and in the process of being removed. It basically is outsourcing your online privacy. Chef's kiss, people. Take control of your data. Keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now with the special discount for Simply Cyber listeners today. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and use promo code simplycyber at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and enter code simplycyber at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/simplycyber. Also want to say love to Antisyphon, but more about those beautiful babies at the mid-roll. Guys, oh my God, what an absolute banger. We've got all the regulars in here. Hashtag Team SC. Kimberly can fix it from the Lanai. She's up and about. The golden girl herself. We got Jenny Housley up in here. Lara Flores. Maybe Dell's lurking in the background. I don't know, Lara. You let me know. All right, guys. Hey, check it out now. Every single episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief is worth half a CPE. So say what's up in chat. Half a CPE. Maintain your certs with professional continuing education, just like this. Just because I've got 20 years of experience, a bunch of degrees, this is an instructor expert-led webinar. Webinars don't have to suck, okay? They don't have to be boring. They can be like this, and they can still be worth half a CPE. So come at me, bro. Do a hashtag Team SC, take a screenshot, file it away once a year, count up your screenshots, divide by 2. It's as easy as that. I want to say what's up to Ms. Julian. Good to see you, Ms. Julian. Hope everything's well. Love seeing those Team SCs come flowing in, everybody. Absolutely love it. Let's get the Oprah emotes on. Stay tuned because we're doing jaw jacking in a minute. And I want to tell you, just a little teaser, I've got an absolute special experience for jaw jacking today. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know what to expect, but do me a favor. Stay tuned for jaw jacking because I've got some really special things for you. Roswell, UK. What are we saying, Roswell, UK? The music's too loud? I don't know. All right, check it out, guys. We're about to do that thing that we do. What, Doubt my ears here? Is that the Daft Punk? All right, guys. Favorite segment of the week, and that's saying a lot because I love Dan's memes. I love James's jokes. I love the Simply Cyber Community Member of the Week. Listen, check it out. Worldwide Wednesday. We're about to go around the world and show you just how international this community is, y'all. All right? Worldwide Wednesday is presented by IT Pro from ACI Learning, the international online training solution that professionals in audit, cyber, and IT turn to for binge-worthy content. Use my promo code Auger30 to get 30% off your first month or first year. I'll drop a link in chat. Yeah, and I might be yelling, but it's because my throat hurts, not because I'm trying to yell over the music. You'll have to forgive me. All right, guys, here's the deal. Okay? I'm going to set the clock to 2 minutes, 22 seconds. I'm going to ask you where you are. You put it in chat. We're going to light this map up, and I'm going to show you just how international, diverse, and awesome this community is. And if you're a first-timer, drop a hashtag first-timer in chat. Let's go. Thank you, Ronnie Wong. Let's go. Setting the clock to 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Around the world. Let's go. Where are you at? Let's go. Where are you at? Northwest Alabama, United States, Sean Sailors. We got Rhode Island in the house. Young style. All right. We got the Philippines, Triple D. Boom, baby, boom. America, Flowrider, Ronnie Wong in Flowrider, Chicago. We got Canada in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Tom Bishop, boom. We got Colombia in Montreal, immediately Colombia online. We got South America. All right, we got Brazil. South America's coming on strong. What's up, Columbia, South Carolina? Kuda Chimera bringing on Zimbabwe. Africa's in the house. Boom, baby. All right, Gabe. I'll turn the music down then. Phoenix, Arizona, we got Bangladesh. Bangladesh is in the house. Nepal, Bangladesh. We got Asia. Here, I'll lower the music and increase my voice. I'm just so excited with Daft Punk, y'all. Central PA. All right. Okay. I just getting so excited. I'm so excited about it. All right, I understand you guys can't hear me. I fixed the music. Sierra Leone, what's up? Oh, that's Liberia. Hold on. Sierra Leone is in the house. Ethiopia. Africa is coming on strong. Where's Australia? Where's our Australia people? We got Egypt. Nice. Sierra Leone. Zimbabwe. UK. Roswell, UK's in the house. DJ BSEC. All right. Keep pushing. Phoenix is in the house. Spain is in the house. Eva Glockman. Very nice, Spain. Let's go. Let's get it. The DR is in the house. Thanks, DR's finest. Let me go. Let's go, Australia. Where are you at, Australia? Paraguay, that's Central America, isn't it? Panama, Honduras, Mexico. Oh, my God. All right, guys. So there we go. I will not make the mistake with the mic next time. I do not know where Paraguay is, so I need to phone a friend on that one. Unfortunately, we've had a streak going for some time, guys. I think maybe 3 weeks in a row we have been crushing the 3 weeks in a row we've been crushing Worldwide Wednesday, and it looks like our Australian friends down under are unfortunately leaving us high and dry today. We got North America, South America, Africa came strong today. Europe is in the house. Asia, Pacific Rim. We got some Central America action. And then, wah, wah, wah. We need more kangaroos in our life. Oh, there's Paraguay right in the middle. Thank you. Justin Gold with the assist. All right. Whoa! All right. Well, thank you all so very much. I appreciate it. We'll have to get... We'll have to give our Australian friends a hard time. Funky Monk, Chris Rock, etc. By the way, I saw Chris Rock. I think it's the same Chris Rock. Got a Darknet Diary episode that just dropped. Ooh, Chris Rock's super cool. All right, guys. Remember, if today's your first time, my apologies that we didn't go around the world, but, we tried. Yes. Luke, Cyber Search, very funny. Yes, I am a doctor, but not of geography, 100%. It takes a village, y'all. All right, guys, do me a favor. Sit back. Oh, Chris Rock was here this morning? Hold on. Chris Rock, hold on. So I just put Chris Rock you here in chat. If Chris Rock is here and Chris Rock says hello, then we'll take Australia and put it on the board because I know he's there. You can't hide from us, Chris Rock. Also want to say what's up to Port Zero in the upstate and Michelle Murphy. Francis Garcia, first timer. Welcome to the party, pal, Francis.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right. Hey, if you guys see some first timers in chat, please welcome them with the John McClane emotes. But let's get to work, y'all. Remember, we've got a great jaw-jacking lined up for you. I'm going to go ahead and take the W right here and just mark Australia, knowing that Chris Rock is here, and I know where he is. There he is. Thank you. Chris Rock slides in at the last second. We went around the world, everybody. Congratulations. Love it. No, Zach Morrison, not Chris Rock from the Will Smith slap. Chris Rock from Sim Monster, and such amazing DEF CON talks as I Will Kill You and How to Overthrow a Government. All right, guys, do me a favor. Sit back, relax. Let's get to the news. We got work to do.
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, November 6, 2024. I'm Rich Straffolino. Eliza rat hits India. Security researchers at Checkpoint discovered an ongoing campaign from Transparent Tribe, a group with suspected ties to the Pakistani government, using the custom Eliza rat malware since at least 2023. The group used this to target Indian entities in cyber espionage operations. Transparent Tribe generally uses phishing lures to prompt a Google Drive download to distribute Eliza rat-infected Windows control panel files. The researchers also noted that in early 2024, Eliza rat showed upgraded capabilities, enabling the download of specific second-stage payloads and automatic data exfiltration. Checkpoint sees these updates as part of a trend of using more flexible and modular payload deployment techniques.
All right. So this is what I would consider an advanced persistent threat. Honestly, I don't hear about Pakistan very often as far as advanced persistent threat, nation state threat actors. Since we do have the map up right here, Pakistan is right here and it borders India, as you can see on the northwest, the northwest corner. So India and Pakistan share a border. Obviously, there can be some contention there. I don't know the politics of Pakistan. I know India aligns with BRICS and, the guy who runs India, some of his stories, but I don't know Pakistan. So anyways, apparently they are competing or they're adversarial with each other. What I would want to take out from this for everybody in here is this group is called APT 36 or looks like they don't have a second name. Usually these threat actors that are of some level of profile will have multiple names because multiple security research firms are looking at them. Basically, they do exactly what you would think. They send out some type of phishing lure. And by the way, even though if you're not in India, right? Didn't look like we had anyone in India on jawjacking. Going around the world. So if it doesn't matter if you're in India, you're less likely to be attacked by this, but you should study this as a case study on how threat actors or Chris Rock might get you, right? So it's a .NET piece of malware. So right off the rip, they're targeting Windows. Okay, that's fine, right? There's a lot of Windows operating systems out there. It drops a lure via documents or video decoys. So it sends a phishing email with a document or a video, right? People are always interested in seeing this hot video or check out this unbelievable, financial document or here are secrets, whatever, right? Something. It's a lure. It's supposed to attract you. Then once you get into it, it basically infects your machine using this .NET malware. But what's interesting is it uses SQLite, which is basically like a lightweight database, to store information about the victim machine for two reasons. One, for data exfiltration, make it nice and easy, tightly packaged. Two, to inform the threat actors what they got, right? Imagine, if you will, you go fishing for like a real fish. You've got really good lure. You got a worm on your hook, whatever. You throw it in there and you catch like a little guppy, right? You catch a little tiny fish or whatever. You don't want that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. You're looking for a big catfish, right? So if you had the ability to see that it's a little guppy or a minnow or something on your hook, and you could just let it go, like Elsa from Frozen, right? Let it go, just let it go. And then wait for the big old catfish to come by and jump on it. And now you're cooking, baby. That's what basically this is doing. They have this unique victim ID so they can, this isn't really, to me, this isn't really an interesting bullet, like a unique victim ID. No kidding, right? Like, of course, like they need to be able to say like this machine versus this machine. So of all these bullets that are here in the story, I find this one, like if I had to cut one as an editor, I would get this one. Let's see. All right. I'm trying to look right now at mod chat. Okay, cool. So, and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in chat real quick. As far as I know, you don't run .NET on Linux operating systems. I might be wrong, but when I see .NET, I immediately say, okay, this is a Windows malware. All right. Not Mac, not Linux, not whatever, Debian, Ubuntu, whatever you want. All right. You could see here that Checkpoint Research has done a blog post. So there's two things here, I would say, for practitioners or people looking to aspire to be in. One, guys, phishing is going to continue to remain to be a massive initial attack vector. You've got to put all the defenses in place for phishing. Educate your end users, email security gateways, EDR to detonate if they do get the lure and they detonate the malware on their box. Firewall logs and telemetry logs to look for beaconing, right? All those things. You want all of those in place. Second thing for practitioners, one, I love that the new model in our industry is to have security companies basically do research and then publish it. They're bringing awareness and clout to their company, but there's value here for us. Guys, you have no idea. When I was young, right? All the gray beards in here are going to remember this. Back in the day, like this blog post would basically just be a thinly veiled marketing ad, right? It'd be like, oh, like Checkpoint Research, like we do, whatever. Like I think they do like VPNs and stuff. It's like, oh, like, you know what you need? A good VPN. Like, no, like give me some value here. Put some meat on the bone. Feed me Checkpoint Research. And then we could talk about going back to your place. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, TLDR, I love that this is the new standard in our industry for vendors to actually deliver value before trying to ask you, to invest in them.
IT outage impacts Washington courts. The Washington State Administrative Office of the Courts, or AOC, confirmed that it
All right. Carrie is saying in chat that .NET can run on Linux. Microsoft has made efforts to port .NET to Linux. All right. So there you go. Fact.
recently observed unauthorized activity on its network, and it took critical systems offline in response. AOC Associate Director Wendy Farrell said there was no reason to believe this was a targeted attack, but did take the network offline for security reasons. Because AOC oversees technology across the court system, all courts in Washington saw some impact and will operate with limited service. In-person customer service remains available, and officials recommend contacting courts directly to see what services are impacted.
All right. I mean, hey, guys, if it runs on a computer, it can be compromised, right? Doesn't matter if it's the justice system or it's an ice cream shop or a food truck. If there's computers running on it, it could get screwed. And apparently, the state of Washington, they've had a tough go. Like SeaTac, the airport and the Port Authority got screwed a couple months ago. Now the Washington courts, like, I don't know what they're doing up in the Pacific Northwest. I know they like to party, but there is work to do. Looks like they have business continuity. This is a great lesson learned for everybody from a business continuity perspective. How do you continue operations if you suffer a crippling cyber attack, right? You can't just be like, well, I guess you get to commit crime. It turns in, like, you can't have Washington State turn into the purge because the court systems are screwed up. Although I did see something on social media about like an Antifa thing up in Seattle last night, but whatever. This isn't a political show. Moving on. Let's see. Their public website is down. So yeah, okay. It looks like their front-facing stuff is messed up. I will say one of the tricky things with the court systems you got to be really careful with is, there's a lot of rules around how justice is handled in the United States, and getting some type of compromise that somehow affects like evidence and chain of custody and stuff like that. That could be pretty gnarly. Obviously, there's been multiple cases. It's a sad state of affairs, but there's been multiple cases of like lawyers, attorney generals, district attorneys, judges having their own personal information doxed, and then criminals visiting those people and doing terrible things to them or to their family. So that there is real repercussions, not just like, oh, I don't have jury duty today, lucky me. No. It can go much larger than that. Again, guys, who knows how this initially occurred? It could have been email. It could have been a USB drive. It could have been a bunch of different things. So hopefully they can get back up. And if you are with a state or local municipality, I feel you. You guys are underfunded, underappreciated, and you're probably an IT person who's been given information security because computers, right? I get it. It's tough. It is tough. Try to make $1 out of 15 cents. That's why we have support groups in InfoSec, because we have a shared experience of burden.
Alleged Snowflake hacker arrested. The Canadian Department of Justice confirmed that authorities arrested Alexander Moka, an individual suspected of being involved in accessing data held by the cloud services company Snowflake under the aliases Weifu and Justice. These attacks accessed data from roughly 165 corporate customers, including AT&T and Ticketmaster. Speaking to 404 Media last month, Justice said that they expected to be arrested by authorities soon, and also claimed that they destroyed a lot of evidence. Moka was arrested on a provisional warrant on October 30th at the request of U.S. authorities. Turkish authorities arrested the alleged co-conspirator of the attack, John Binns, earlier this year.
All right. Really quick, squad member, Kimberly can fix it. 33 months. Kimberly, long time. Thank you, Kimberly. As always, you are a instrumental part of Simply Cyber. And we are all better for it. All right, so the Snowflake hack.
Regulators!
Yeah, get in here, Snowflake hacker. Basically, if you guys don't remember, I'd never heard of Snowflake before. They are apparently some type of back-end cloud database solution, and they have a lot of really, really well-known large enterprises using them. So when someone hacked into it and dumped all the data, we got information from AT&T, Ticketmaster, Advanced Auto Parts, and 165 other large businesses. Now, the hacker basically used passwords stolen from employee computers with malware. So I don't know if they were using Mimikatz or something. Here's the thing. The Snowflake hacker did not steal a password from a computer and then perpetrate the hack. Like, they had to get an initial foothold, right? And so I don't know how they did it, whether or not they did credential stuffing or, 0-day, whatever. Let's see if we can do this. Turkish authorities arrested someone as well earlier this year. Chances are that guy turned state's evidence and ratted out his co-conspirator. All right, looks like this arrest serves as a deterrent to cyber criminals. We'll see about that. There's been a lot of arrests out there, and I haven't seen a slowdown too much in attackers. Chris K. says it was because they had no MFA. That sounds 100% right. According to a Microsoft report, 99.2% of all attacks that start with initial access would be prevented if multi-factor authentication was enabled. That seems high, but honestly, seriously, multi-factor. I'll tell you what, this is a fact, okay? When I go into environments where I'm now being paid or, charged with securing the environment or improving their information security overall posture, before I do an assessment, before I do anything, the very first thing I do is ask about their multi-factor authentication, because there's no point in spending 3 months looking at all your stuff and then writing a report and putting together a 3-year roadmap, because I can tell you MFA is going to be number one. We might as well just get to work. MFA, so important. Yeah, Roswell, UK, I'm with you too. Like Ticketmaster being attacked, you're not going to lose any sleep. I just as a quick digression, I literally bought tickets for my family to go to a hockey game, the four of us, right? Local minor league hockey here in town. Good time, great experience. I recommend if you have a minor league hockey team or you come into the Low Country for Simply CyberCon 2025, check out a Stingrays hockey game. It's awesome. Okay. I spent $150 on 4 tickets, and then Ticketmaster charged me $50 additional for different fees. A 33% fee? Are you joking me? Ticketmaster, you're the worst.
Russian intelligence blamed for...
Also, that's just my opinion, not the opinions of Simply Cyber or the business or whatever. I have to say here to point out that other people's experiences may be different with Ticketmaster, so please do your own research. Not a political show, not a financial advice.
Parcel bomb plot. Over the last few months, parcels sent by DHL exploded in 2 warehouse locations in Europe. The head of Germany's domestic intelligence service said at a government hearing that one of these parcels had been scheduled to be on a cargo flight, but it got delayed. Lithuania's chief national security advisor, Kęstutis Budrys, blamed the incident on Russia's GRU military intelligence agency. The Wall Street Journal reports several other Western intelligence agencies agree with this assessment. Polish officials arrested 4 people over concealing explosives in packages back in July. DHL said it's cooperating with the relevant authorities to protect our people, our network, and our customers' shipments. And now,
all right. This is deplorable, but I do want to be real for a second. This has nothing to do with cybersecurity. I just want to point that out. There's no way to distill anything from this story. This is a physical security issue. Basically, the way it reads, Russian agents are attempting to cause terror by blowing up planes. That's what this says. Nothing cyber going on here. So all I'll say is congratulations, law enforcement.
Regulators! Mount up.
Super pumped that like whoever the intelligence agencies are and the powers that be are able to intercept and stop attacks like this from happening. This is just outrageous. That's all I'll say. I'm super glad that these cargo planes were prevented from being targeted. Okay.
thanks to today's episode sponsor, Vanta. As third-party breaches continue to rise, companies are increasingly vigilant, which means more time spent on manual security reviews. With Vanta's questionnaire automation, security and compliance teams can complete security reviews up to 5 times faster, giving you time back to focus on running your security and compliance programs. Over 8,000 global companies like ZoomInfo, Smart Recruiters, and Noibu use Vanta to save time on security reviews. Visit Vanta.com to learn more about questionnaire automation. That's Vanta.com.
All right. Hey, Fleetus is about to board a plane. Fleetus, before you go. Just stick that in your head. Safe travels, Fleetus. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the crap out of the show. I certainly am. I love it. I love it. I love it. Stay tuned for jaw jacking, like I mentioned in the intro. We got a special. I'm shaking things up today, so come check it out. No idea if it's going to work out or not. We'll see. Guys, I want to say again, thank you to the stream sponsors, Barricade Cyber, Delete Me, and Antisyphon Training. I got a nice little Antisyphon video. We'll go ahead and drop that right now. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Guys, really quick, too, while this Antisyphon ad read's running, if you're getting value, hit that like button on YouTube. It helps other people find the channel. Let's hear from Antisyphon. High-quality cybersecurity education, regardless of financial position. Check this out. I want to give some love and some praise to Antisyphon Training, powered by Black Hills Information Security. Antisyphon Training is absolutely disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by providing high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. They bring industry professionals with years and years of experience into the classroom to teach you and anyone else who's interested practical skills that are in demand in the market today. And on top of that, the student experience is amazing as you and hundreds or thousands in some instances of other students are actively engaging, networking, sharing tips, tricks, and experiences with each other, all live in the classroom. Go to antisyphontraining.com, check out their course calendar to see what courses they have coming up next. You won't regret it. All right, thank you, Antisyphon. Guys, we already did the fun activity for the day here on Wednesday, doing the around the world at the mid-roll. But definitely appreciate it. I do want to say shout out again. Very happy to be joined this morning by Sophie Goodwin and Ronnie Wong. Good to see you guys in chat. If you guys have been following what's going on, it's quite the story in our industry right now. Love those people. Wishing them the very best. All right, so I jumped ahead. We'll get our la-la-la-las on. We'll finish strong, and then we'll do our special jaw jacking. All right, guys, let's finish strong here.
Interpol operation takes down 22,000 IP addresses. The European law enforcement agency announced that as part of Operation Synergia 2, it took down 1,037 malicious servers across 22,000 IP addresses, leading to 41 arrests. The operation spanned Hong Kong, Mongolia, Macau, Madagascar, and Estonia from April to August 2024. Interpol used threat intelligence from Group IB, Kaspersky, Trend Micro, Team Cyru, and other private firms to identify over 30,000 suspected IP addresses, eventually taking down 76% of those.
All right, this is no small feat, okay?
Regulators, mount up.
Guys, I tell you, I've said it a million times on the channel. I love myself some Interpol, Europol. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what, Kyle? You're right. When you take down 22,000 IP addresses, arrest 41 people, and do it like very elegantly. Oh, yeah, it's so good. All right, so check it out, guys. I don't know exactly what this criminal enterprise was, but 1,000 servers is no joke, dude. So think about... Excuse me. Think about this for a second. 41 individuals arrested at the same time. 95 countries involved. 1,037 servers. Think about that, guys, for a minute. Think about your own environment, right? That you're working at. Having 1,000 employees is a mid-sized business. Having 1,000 servers, that's no joke, y'all. I want to know what this group was doing. 76% of them were taken down, 59 seized, which means they'll have the ability to pull forensics and evidence off of it. I want to know what they were doing. Malicious services, Mongolia, 21 house searches. This definitely has the making of like a Darknet Diaries kind of story. The one thing that's kind of interesting here is it doesn't really talk about what it is, right? It's not clear if it's like a ransomware as a service entity, if it is malware as a service, if it's just some... Yeah, just Interpol's announcement says that it included phishing, ransomware, and infostealer malware. So I guess I'm confused. There's a gap in information here on what is tying this all together. There's no way law enforcement just went, ham and like if you were doing cybercrime, you're going to get arrested. As much as they talked about in the Snowflake story that this, Canadian hacker got arrested and this is going to be a deterrent for other people. Not really. Okay. This one person getting arrested on a major hack isn't moving the needle. 41 people, 22,000 IP addresses. That moves the needle. That gets people talking. When all of a sudden the people, like when half the Telegram channel or half the dark web forum that you've been doing, when half those people get arrested, people rise up and start to do something. There isn't much for us to do here from an information security perspective. Because this is a win basically for us. I will tell you, when you do suffer a cyber attack, at least in the United States, you do have the opportunity to contact the FBI. Now, if you're a smaller organization, they're not necessarily going to do anything for you. You can contact CISA. I do think CISA recently improved their reporting capabilities to report in. And you might be like, well, I'm a small business. What do I care about reporting in? Well, if by doing that, you're starting to inform, and maybe, you can't protect yourself because you already got compromised, but maybe the next person, the next business has a better chance of of being protected, okay? Small thing to point out right here, too. They talk about the cybersecurity firms that provided threat intel to help this move. Group IB, Kaspersky, Trend Micro, Team Simru. I've never heard of Team Simru, first of all, so they're on my radar now. Kaspersky, interesting, even though Kaspersky has been getting like basically ramrodded and pushed out the United States because it's suspected that they could be compromised by Russia. They're still doing this work. And then Group IB, I had never heard of Group IB, but I do know, I don't know if it's public yet, but I do know a good friend who many of you know in the community has gone to work with Group IB. And from what I've heard, Group IB is super legit. So put them on your radar as someone to keep an eye out for, making moves, moving and shaking. All right, let's keep going. Way to go, law enforcement. We need more of this.
Columbus drops case against Whistleblower. Over the summer, we covered the Resida ransomware attack against the city of Columbus, Ohio. The group leaked 3.1 terabytes of data stolen from the city, which officials claimed was encrypted and corrupted. Security researcher David Leroy Ross, also known as Connor Goodwolf, claimed the data was intact and easily accessible online. The city subsequently sued Ross for damages and sought an order to stop him from discussing the data leak. Now, the two parties have agreed to drop the case. Ross got the case dismissed with prejudice, which means the city can't sue him again for the same thing, but agreed to a permanent injunction to only share data related to this leak considered to be in the public record, and then only with written approval from the city.
All right, so I spoke about this at length yesterday, so I'm not going to go too hard into it. This is kind of whatever. So the basic gist of this is the city of Columbus got hit by Resida ransomware. The city kind of downplayed the impact, and a security researcher found the data on the dark web and disclosed publicly that it was actually quite bad, terrible. And then the city basically came after the guy, arrested him. They were going to sue him and all this other stuff. And essentially, first of all, like the public in general, but then the information security community kind of rallied around this guy and was like, dude, city of Columbus, why don't you pump the brakes, bro, and think about like the bigger picture here. Now, you know, play it on down the road. This guy's got some pub and everything. The city has agreed to drop the charges. Thank you. Like, that's the least you could do. How about giving this guy the freaking key to the city? Oh, you can't, because he discovered that you were doing a crappy job and trying to hide and downplay the attack. I got it. Yeah. By giving him the key to the city, you'd actually be calling light to how negligent you were. Okay, good. Second thing, I'm sure this guy just wanted this problem to go away. They dismissed the case with prejudice, which means they can't come back after him. But also they said something about an injunction against him. So he's only allowed to, share certain information. Basically, they came to a mutual compromise and agreement. They're going to leave him alone, and he's going to only do a little bit under their advisement. Again, if like you were just trying to do the right thing, you're just Jane or Joe Q Public, and you're just trying to do the right thing, and then you get nuked by city officials and people of power. Okay, I've got a big not problem, but like I've got a lot of deep thoughts on the ruling class and people of power and how they wield that power against people who kind of challenge them. Anyways, save that for Simply Cyber After Dark or whatever, or in person at East Bay Beer Garden. TLDR, this guy made it go away, but I'm super pumped that precedent has been set. That way, the next group that tries to downplay and hide something and someone discovers it and blows the whistle, there'll be precedent set for people like us who are just trying to do the right thing.
CISA urges you to vet election information. A joint advisory from CISA, the FBI, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence warned that Russia, Iran, and other foreign adversaries will likely increase online disinformation efforts meant to undermine the U.S. presidential election legitimacy in the coming weeks. The advisory urged voters to look for trusted official sources from state and local election officials, not media outlets or online accounts. In other election news, Meta will expand its ban on new election ads until several days after the polls close. The company already blocked new social issue, electoral, or political ads the week before the election. Google also announced a similar ad ban going through the election last month.
All right. Whatever. I mean, this is good, right? We've got strong. We've got strong. Honestly, after 2016 and Russia's interference and Cambridge Analytica, hello. We'll go. Not a political show, but go watch the Netflix documentary, The Big Hack or The Great Hack. And Cambridge Analytica, using data science and putting their fingers on the scale. Ever since then, we've had 8 years to continue to refine and bring attention to election security. The 2020 election, obviously, there was a lot of concern around election security. Diebold sued the living crap out of people, right? So, again, not a political show, not a conspiracy theory show. I'm not getting into all that. But my point is, CISA, who's responsible for election security and democracy, has been doing great work for the last 8 years. So, again, we're just continuing to be consistent. There was that deep fake video that got out around Haitians and fake voting in Georgia. That got dispelled quite quickly. So, number one, Russia's execution of misinformation, disinformation, honestly seemed kind of poor. So I don't know if they were doing a crappy job or if the powers that be in the social media spheres, your Twitters, your Metas, your whatever, were doing a good job of curbing that type of content from getting onto the platforms and being amplified. I don't know what it was or what happened, but we're just executing consistency. Again, this is an important story because it is the U.S. presidential election. However, for me, the reason that I get up every morning and talk about the top cyber stories of the day is so we can be better at helping our businesses, our organizations, our families, our loved ones be more cyber secure. The internet is a hostile battlefield, okay? And there's a lot of work to do. That's why I get up and do these. This story right here, again, it's like this one with the cargo planes. It's geopolitically relevant, but to me, that's more mainstream media news than it is cybersecurity. Yeah, misinformation, disinformation. It can be used for social engineering. If I'm looking for a very thin line to tie this to something for practitioners, it's a social engineering campaign. You can use it through sock puppet accounts and manipulation to get authority and trust in order to manipulate victims into sending money out or giving you credentials or resetting someone else's creds, whatever. But again, this is about as thin a line as I can draw to this story to make it valuable for us as practitioners.
A typo squatting campaign with a crypto spin. Typo squatting NPM packages is a tried and true technique. Researchers from Phylum, Socket, and Checksmarks spotted the same campaign, which used at least 287 malicious packages to lure developers that fat-fingered a package name. Researchers at Phylum suggest this campaign was still in the early stages, targeting several popular cryptocurrency libraries. Once the package is installed, persistence is established. From there, the code queries an Ethereum smart contract for a C2 server's IP address for further payloads. The decentralized nature of the contract makes it easy to simply change the IP address and makes takedowns a lot harder. There's no word on who's operating the campaign, but researchers at Socket said it found error messages written in Russian.
All right. We got an infographic here that's actually quite straightforward. All right. So check it out. Here's the deal. Okay, so check it out. Don't get distracted, Justin Gold and Charles Finfrock. Look at Gold is using Finfrock's emote, okay?
I'm a crypto evangelist. I love it, love it, love it.
Do not get distracted by the crypto element to this story, okay? All this is typo squatting on NPMs or package managers. They're tricking developers, which, by the way, this is a crime of opportunity, not a targeted attack. So a developer would have to fall for this typo squatting, i.e., capital1.com, except instead of a for capital, it's a Unicode, or it's a at symbol or what. I know that's not exactly right, but that's what typo squatting is, right? It looks like the thing that you think it is, but in reality, it's not. It's something else. So they've done that, and all they've used is the Ethereum smart contracts as a C2 or command and control. Once the code and the software and the victim is compromised, the compromised asset reaches out to an Ethereum smart contract simply to get instructions. You can literally make anything a C2. Don't get overwhelmed by this, all right? Go talk to Mike Saunders, Tim Medine. They have an amazing video on YouTube. I watched it myself. Let me see this. Red Siege, C2 frameworks. Let me show you this really quickly. Selecting a C2, right? This video only has 1,000 views. I'm telling you, this video has so much value. It's ridiculous. Okay. Mike Saunders is a wicked cool senior Red Siege guy. Tim Medine invented Kerber roasting and owns Red Siege. And they talk about C2 frameworks. I'm gonna drop this in here. If you don't know anything about C2 frameworks, when you're done watching this video, you'll know enough. You don't have to be a red team or a pen tester to get value. Like, it's really, really good. So anyways, if you can put anything, like a Telegram channel can be a C2 server, a Google Drive can be a C2 server, DNS can be C2 server, like anything, as long as you can query it and pull something back, that can be used as C2. The entire point is to hide. You do not want SecOps peoples. You do not want, Justin Gold or Wade Wells sniffing around and seeing C2 traffic. So you try to hide it in ways that look inconspicuous. So querying an Ethereum smart contract, people are going to be like, brah, your crypto's going to the moon, brah. But in reality, it's like, no, that's C2 traffic. Just no one thought to look there. Okay. Yeah, I saw Bitcoin surged, I guess, overnight. I don't know. The whole thing. I've got strong opinions about crypto. Anyways, just remember, I would educate your end users, your developers, excuse me. Educate your developers that, there's 287 typo squatted packages in the NPM packet registry. So if you're using NPM, if you do DevOps, if you are a big tech company that makes software, make your end users aware of this. And then you may want to look for traffic going out to Ethereum smart contracts. Or if you're not running crypto in your environment, why are you pinging Ethereum contracts? Okay. All right, let's go.
Are you subscribed to the C?
All right. So because we had two stories that had nothing to do with crypto, we finished a little early today. Let's do this really quickly. All right, y'all. I hope you are super excited. We just had a killer episode of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger. I want everyone to know that we're going to be doing jaw jacket in 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, excuse me. But in 36 minutes, the very talented, the very, very awesome Erica McDuffie and Jack Scott will be premiering Season 5, Episode 6 of Two Cyber Chicks. Talking about GRC and compliance frameworks. Oh my God, be still my heart. I've got the vapors. We're talking GRC. GRC Mafia is going to get their time in the sun, and I can't wait. But that's going to have to wait 36 minutes, y'all. Because right now, we've got some jaw jacking to do. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to work. You'll have to let me know, okay? We're going to have some fun in just a minute. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Don't go anywhere as we get ready to jump into some jaw jacking. If you got to run, I understand. Be well. Have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We're going to be getting this jaw jacking train going. 1 second. I'm doing this for the first time, so just bear with me. All right, hold on. Nothing to see here. I got to set up a couple things because this is going to be kind of a train wreck really quickly, okay? All right, here we go. Jaw jacking. Let's go. Woo! cybersecurity? Join us every weekday for Jawjacking, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some Jawjacking. I've got chat up on screen. You should be able to hear me on my DJI. I'm looking at this laptop right here with like size 3000 font. So let us do some Jawjacking. I am your host, Jerry Guy, and over the next 30 minutes, I will answer every question, and I will be a lot more animated because I am going to be standing up and I'm going to be moving around, feeling my energy. Let me know in chat what's cracking. Hopefully you enjoyed the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief with that nerd, Dr. Gerald Auger. Yeah, Alpha Sierra, we got that new intro. I got the Red Siege merch on right now, talking about Red Siege and that C2 podcast. What's up, Justin Gold? So what's cracking? Would love to answer any questions y'all got. I feel like this might be a little bit more energy. We've got the chat over here. We've got this guy right here. The echo sounds pretty strong in here. What's up? What's cracking? Time to do some jumping jacks. What's up, Leo Nunez? Good to see you. I figured, hey, why not? Give it a shot. I wish this wasn't here, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. Turn off that light. Get that off there. All right. Bobbing and weaving. Run GRC. Any Simply defensive swag coming in the future, Maxwell Vargas? If you would like it, I have. Is this audio? See, hold on. Is the audio picking up? Let me see. Video, audio. No, it's definitely my mic. All right. It's definitely my mic. Here, we'll do it this way. Let's do it this way. All right. This is the mic. I could be like the Gen A people who are like, all right. All right. So Jenny Housley's saying the mic, my glasses had a glare. All right, let's do this. All right, we'll move the mic up. How's that? How's that? Is that better? Let me know. All right, new setup. All right, Evans. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Mrs. Auger and I built this whole studio, but we never really, I don't take advantage of all the space. So I figured we could do this, right? Let's see. Hey, Simply Defensive, if you guys want merch, we could certainly do that. I will talk to Josh and Wade Wells. Luis Sosa says, I have a question. How does it feel to get to see Simply CyberCon go so well and meeting so many people which you have influenced in such a good way? Luis Sosa, thank you. Listen, Simply CyberCon was a massive success. A lot of people, I met a lot of people, frankly, and I hope a lot of people met each other at Simply CyberCon. Honestly, it was very impactful and very emotional. A lot of people shared their stories with me personally of how Simply Cyber has had a positive impact on their career. Some conversations got quite emotional, to be plain, and I'm just super, super grateful for the opportunity. It fills my cups to serve. And to be able to serve and see success and see people, you know, the thing is, I can help you as much as I can, but you have to take the initiative. You have to go to the job interview. You have to apply, and you know what I mean? So take care, Jenny. It's impressive. I want to help more. All right. Yes. It's no moon. It's a drop, right? All right. Yeah, it looks like Kimberly can fix it, and Kimberly can fix it was on the Simply Defensive thing here. Sophie Goodwin says it's never too early for holiday joy. Will there be a daily cyber threat brief holiday special when the time comes? Yeah, we could definitely do that, Sophie. We always do fun stuff, right? Like April Fool's Day, we have Chat B Discord. At the holidays, we're doing. I signed up, for those who don't know, I signed up for 2 Advent of Cyber ranges. Oh, I have a huge update for everybody. The Try Hack Me people. So if you went to Sibley CyberCon, you may know that the CTF, it didn't work. There was some confusion about the public versus private link. Anyways, Try Hack Me actually reached out and they're like, hey, can we release it to your community and have it be like basically a post-con CTF? I said, yes. Let me know in chat if you're thinking, I actually was thinking we could release it this Friday and then close it on Sunday and have the community crack on it over the weekend. Let me know if you guys like that or not. That was my thought. I thought a weekend of CTFing would be fun. Let me know. Sophie Goodwin, thanks for the suggestion as well on the holiday idea. So what else we got here? If you take the CISP and pass, will you be certified even without the experience? So Sean Sailors, good question. No. If you take the CISP and you don't have the 5 years of experience yet, I believe that ISC squared or ISC2 will issue you like a provisional CISP, but you can't be official, right? Okay, so a lot of people are digging the CTF idea. Very cool. All right, I'll talk to THM right after this. Shout out to Tyler Ramsby. Tyler Ramsby is going to be doing AOC. I'm pretty sure I saw him wearing an AOC shirt. What's up, Tech Ricky? Good to see you. Zach Morrison doesn't understand the CTF very well. That's okay, Zach Morrison. The Try Hack Me Simply CyberCon one will be perfect for you. We can do it as a community. People can help. And Zach, by the time you're done with the weekend, you'll be done. Yeah, you'll need another CISP to certify your experience as well. I'm reading mod chat now. I don't understand your question, Chris Whitlock. All right. Amish Runaway says, what is AOC? Okay, so check this out. Every year, Try Hack Me. So if you go to tryhackme.com, you'll see it. Every year, Try Hack Me. Here, let me take advantage of some of this space I got up in here. Every year, Try Hack Me does something called Advent of Cyber. Now, if you celebrate Christmas, people get Advent calendars, and basically every single day, December 1st, December 2nd, you punch out one of the things, and like you get a chocolate or you get a candy or a Lego toy or something. It's fun, right? So Try Hack Me pioneered this idea a couple years ago called Advent of Cyber. And every single day they release a new CTF, a new challenge, but the whole 24 days has a cohesive storyline running through it. And they've been using the same characters over the years, like McSkitty, and it's kind of fun. It's like a very holiday themed CTF. Now, what's really cool, Amish Runaway, and my favorite part is that Try Hack Me actually asks content creators in the community, like myself, Tyler Ramsby, John Hammond's done it several times. Tiberius, I know, is doing it this year. Insider PhD. InfoSec Pat, I believe, has one. So what they do is they allow content creators to go through the room, and then on the day it releases, you can watch a video of a content creator going through it, and it really builds community. It's a lot of fun. I'm super excited for it. Zach Morrison, I just don't understand how to solve any of the questions or problems they ask. Well, Zach, you can work on a team and have fun with it. Sophie Goodwin, rebrand to the Daily Cyber Turkey Brief. That's funny. I will tell you, I don't know why Chris Young's comment just did that, but now I desperately want a breakfast sandwich, and I will be shoveling one of those into my grill as soon as this is over. Hey, from a programming standpoint, how do you guys like the lighting? How am I lit, and how is the audio? Any production feedback? Sophie Goodwin tapping in, Ronnie Wong tapping into your expertise. Let me know if we should tighten anything up in here. I mean, obviously, this reflection, that's a hot mess express right there, but I can't do anything about that right now. All right. Hey, Fred on. No, not new studio, just new angle, new look. I wanted to like shake things up, right? Taylor Swift, shake it up. Oh my God, my A buddy is literally putting words in chat for me. Wow, not so sure about the developer beta program. You look good. Audio's good. Thanks, Alpha Sierra. John Brock letting me know it's all set. Very, very cool. Chris Young, the lighting's lit. All right, Eric Taylor's out. Thanks, Eric Taylor. Going to a conference this Friday. They're having a CTF competition. All right. Yeah, Zach, I mean, you can use the internet, you know what I mean? All right. Thanks, Joey Hyde. Everything's looking good. Jesse Johnson, welcome to the party, pal. Cosmic Cowboys in the hizzy. Well, yeah, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. My studio, I mean, I don't really focus on stuff like this. Like my studio, I have built-ins. The whole thing is built-ins in a TV, so I can't really hang this up anywhere. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I'm not like a traditional YouTuber where I'm trying to be like, in this video, I'm going to tell you how awesome I am. You know what I mean? Like while this silver play button just sits in the background, I don't have anywhere to put it, frankly. So honestly, I'd rather hang this up before I hang up the silver play button. The Simply Cyber 2024 in-person team photo. That's what I'm talking about. Get some. All right. Now I could do this. There was an episode. There was an episode when I was in the mobile studio at one point where I had a microphone, but I didn't enable it. It was the on laptop microphone. So I spent like the first half of the show yelling into a microphone that wasn't turned on. So that's that. Tony Parrish TV show. I don't know, man. That's for Night Studios to know. Yeah, Clinton Rinaldi saying that there's a lot of echo in here. Yep, I hear you. I do hear you on that one. What's this? All right, so the chat. Okay, so production note, Chris Whitlock saying the chat should be cleaned up a little bit. We could certainly do that. I kind of went ham on the chat just for fun. Let's see, what is this? Hold on one second. I'm trying to read this chat here. Any advice on monitoring and aggregating logs, where to send them, SIM versus EDR? Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I would send them to a SIM. I would actually take your EDR logs and send those to the SIM as well. And then I would also recommend putting Sysmon on your Windows endpoints and sending those logs as well. Chris Young has a request, wireless mics for the next SCCon. Drove me bonkers using a handheld mic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Chris, they were wireless mics. It was basically this mic in the microphone. We could certainly do that. We're actually going to, there's some big changes that are going to happen to Simply CyberCon next year, like the location. I think we're going to have more professional AV stuff going on. All right, hold on. There's a make it even with the TV not lined up. All right, hold on. Let me fix this really quickly. Make it even with the TV like that. Is that what you want? Let me know. I just moved chat over. We're collectively as a community trying to tighten this thing up. John V with a super chat. Because I switched the audio, I can't play sound effects, so there will be manual sound effects going forward. So because we got a super chat, oh my God, bro. Because we got a super chat, allow me to say, what? Did we just become best friends? Yep. All right. John says, new AI security video posted on the Simply Cyber Discord AI ML security channel, the current state of AI and the future for cyber in 2024. Thank you very much, John. Go check that out. John has volunteered to be like our Simply Cyber resident AI ML mentor / expert. So go check that out if that's an area of interest for you. The colors blend positive. The cup is plus. The red is happy. All right. Thanks for giving me all the real-time feedback, guys. This is why I love Simply Cyber. Like, I want the show to be awesome. I want jaw-jacking to be awesome, but I need you to help me make it awesome, and you guys always bring it. I love it. Amish Brian says, I love you do that, Doc Jerry. Community growing at its best. I love it. Yeah, so Tech Ricky, we are looking at a hotel. Spoiler alert, we're looking at a hotel that would have a restaurant, a bar, all the facilities, beautiful location. And we're going to do, we want to do training one day, then talks, workshops, etc. Night Dog Sex says, how do you calculate ingestion costs for a sim like Waza? It's tough, man. They usually charge it by file size, right? So if you store a gig of data logs, right, then they'll charge you for that. It's a joke, honestly. A lot of people catch all the logs and they don't need all the logs. And typically you can only hold logs for like a couple days max. Like logs, that's why Splunk is so valuable and why Microsoft Sentinel looks easy to get on, but then it's wicked expensive. It's because you're holding so many logs like a data hoarder that that's what's up. All right. Oh, so Sophie Goodwin, yeah, Twitch would be better for community experience and all that, but I just like, there are obviously concessions that have to be made by doing it on YouTube, but I'm going to keep it on YouTube just because just the way I've built Simply Cyber. Let's see. Sophie Goodwin, the cleaned up chat is him needing to mess with. Yeah. So here's the thing with the chat. I'll actually put a slight transparent dark background on it, so it'll kind of stand off the page. Marcus Kyler. Good to see you, Marcus Kyler. Self-hosted Waza should only be limited by the storage presented. So Tech Ricky's correct. If you are using Waza and you're self-hosting, there is no charge. There is no charge for for storage, because it's your own storage. It's just how much you got to buy the hard drives, basically, right? Yeah. Well, so this is the pilot, guys. This is the pilot of jaw jacking. To me, it's easier to just go live and get real-time feedback than it is to try to dial it in, right? Always trying to get 1% better. So Triple D says, what's the design of my shirt? So this is Red Siege, and it's kind of like a Tron vibes. This was given to me by Molly at Red Siege at Wild West Hackin' Fest. Justin Connors, J-Con, actually designed it. It says offensive, defensive. It's a cool shirt. I think it's cool. Jesus, Nerman coming from the top rope. Did we just become best friends? Yep. All right, so Nerman says, Jerry, I'd love to get your thoughts on the CCNA. My company wants me to earn this cert, and it's covering the license fee and the exam cost. Okay, well, I'll make this a broad statement, Nerman. First of all, if your company's paying for you to get any training or any certifications, get it. Absolutely, 100% out of 100% of the time, go get it. Literally 99% of the time, there is one situation where you don't get it. If your company is going to pay for a cert or training, but then they require you to stay on for some period of time to work it off, and if it's a cert you don't care about or a training you don't want, that's not a fair, equitable thing. But if they're making you go get it. Now, if there's nothing like that and you want it, go get it. Now, I will tell you, CCNA is the Cisco Certified Network Associate, and it is a good cert. Back in my day, right, if you saw the eye rolls, back in my day, CCNA was like considered like go get that cert. That's huge, huge value. Remember, this is 20 years ago. It was like Sec Plus, CCNA. That was like your InfoSec starter package, right? And then I went and got CCNA. I will tell you, I took the CCNA the first time and failed it. It's the only cert exam I've ever failed. And it's because you really need to get hands-on. I studied a bunch and then sat for it. And it's a practical exam. Like you go in and you configure routers and switches and routing protocols and stuff like that. So if you're going to take the CCNA, make sure that you're actually getting hands-on practical experience when you're training. Second of all, it doesn't have as much value in our industry remotely anymore. But you already have the job, Norman. So I would go get it. Okay. Carrie says, is there any tips on how to apply for jobs to get noticed? I have had 15 people mess with my resume. I've been trying to use it and it's not doing anything for me. So yeah, I mean, your resume is just like, here's the thing. Think of your resume is just like the sticker on the windshield of the car, right? How do you get someone to pull off the road and pull into the car dealership parking lot and come look at your car? Then look at the sticker with your resume stuff on it, right? To get noticed, oh my gosh, to stand out, do all the things that we always talk about, Carrie, like, contribute into the community, get involved, be someone who provides, cyber advice, cyber guidance, cyber knowledge, cyber whatever, in order to identify and distinguish yourself as somebody to go to for cyber. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you got the Sec Plus at this point, Carrie. So obviously that's good. I know you've had a bunch of people adjust your resume. I mean, the resume is what gets you the interview typically, but if you've already established relationships and networked and everything, then that can certainly help. Oh, that is cool. I can click. Chris Whitlock treat me like an old here. I can click on it. So that's what I would recommend there. Yeah, use your network for sure. Chris Young, good point. Have a positive attitude. That certainly goes a long way. Clifton Reed, with the rise of AI, what will the job market look like in a couple of years? Well, Clifton Reed, I hope to God, I hope that it's supercharged humans who are doing more work faster with higher efficacy because they're enabled with AI. I do not think that there's going to be there will be some jobs that AI will just eliminate altogether. But if you think about the advent of like the Industrial Revolution with manufacturing, right? People were like, oh, like John Henry versus the steam locomotive, right? Did society collapse on itself because the Industrial Revolution happened? No. We introduced technologies that made things faster, better, stronger, and then we skilled up and we put people in different roles doing different type of work. So I don't think Justin Gold. I don't think it'll destroy. I think it'll just change the way that people work. All right, how are we doing on time here? Cool. We got 2 cyber chicks at 9:30, so we want to get to that. So Sophie Goodwin says, I second the comments about networking and community. Can't believe how supportive and uplifting everyone in the community and cyber is in general. That's right. I mean, that's a great example. Like Sophie Goodwin, perfect example, right? She's dealing with a work situation, right? It's not like when she's at Wild West Hackin' Fest high-five and she's like rubbing her hands together and she's like, oh, I'm building a network so I can leverage it when I need it. No, she's just putting into the network, being a good person. And now, when some bads happened, everybody kind of like, circles the wagons, if you will, for our community, right? I mean, I'm going to be careful not to say like a family, but like very family-like, very community-like. You want to take care of those you care about. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Was Paul Bunyan real? Wasn't Paul Bunyan a myth? Right? Or was Paul Bunyan based on a real person? Am I ignorant? Space Tacos, are there a lot of different types of GRC audit-specific software programs out there to help manage the mountains of paperwork? Yes, there is, Space Tacos, because there's a lot of vendors who are trying to get that straight cash, homie. But I'll tell you what, I have never seen a good GRC software solution except at large enterprises that are already fully baked in on a solution, right? So ServiceNow has a GRC risk module. If your company's already on ServiceNow and your company's already doing all these things and you have tickets and all that crap, then yeah, everybody's going to go to ServiceNow for the knowledge base articles, for the policy, for requesting a risk assessment, right? For looking at what accepted risks are. But ServiceNow is a perfect example where if you're just buying the ServiceNow GRC module and the rest of the business isn't on it, you're literally like overcomplicating something as simple as, Excel spreadsheets and OneDrive, right? And a SharePoint, frankly. I know SharePoint's a joke, but, it is what it is. What are we doing here? I've got evidence here. Yeah, so Paul Bunyan is a folk hero, not a real person. I feel like I have to qualify this. I did not think Paul Bunyan was a real person. Josh Mason said in chat, John Henry, Paul Bunyan. Okay, I just was confirming. I was wrong about .NET on Linux, right? So things happen. All right, so Zach Morrison says, is it possible to get into InfoSec without any certs? I heard some people have had one cert and have been in the field for over 20 years or haven't had a single cert. Yes, 100%. You can 100% get a job in InfoSec without a cert. It happens all the time, okay? There's three things you can do: degrees, certifications, practical experience. Degrees are valuable, but they don't have as much buying power on the market. They're great to give you exposure, knowledge, and build an alumni network and peers. Networking. Two is certs. Certs are like HR qualifiers. They prove that you were able to pass an exam. They're less valuable to practitioners. Practical experience is number one. Now, how does someone, I like the ability to walk around here. How does someone get a job with no certs, no degree? They've been able to demonstrate their ability to do practical skills. Chances are people who have been in the industry 20 years without a cert or degree, they probably worked in IT as a sysadmin, and they probably, or network engineer, and they migrated over into InfoSec because no one else wanted to do it. A lot of times early, now I'm dating myself, but a lot of times it used to be everybody lined up and management would be like, we've got this cybersecurity thing we got to take care of. Who wants to do it? And everybody but the sysadmin took a step back. And then the sysadmin's like, oh, she's, I'm the InfoSec guy now. And then they just start learning, stacking on, picking it up. And that's how you get it. So in modern times, you can certainly get into InfoSec without degrees and certs, but you need an insider, right? You need someone who knows of a job or creates a job, and they need to know you and know that you're a solid bet. Oh no, John Henry's a folk hero? I really thought John Henry was real. Holy crap. Today, I was today's years old when I learned John Henry. I thought it was based on reality. I thought there was a John Henry man versus steam thing. All right. Hey, Carrie, you can't, no self-deprecating, dude. All right. So Amish Brain says, send a link to the next show. So we do have another show coming on at 9:25. All right. So let me get the 2 Cyber Chicks link for everybody, since it looks like that might be something people need. Let me go here. I'm off camera right now, but that's okay. 2 Cyber Chicks. Here we go. Here we go. Blink. And then, where's chat? Computer. Where's chat? There it is. Oh my gosh. All right, so I just dropped it in chat. I'm back. Oh my gosh, my toes just cramped up. I just dropped it in chat. Thanks everybody for being here and letting me experiment with a new version of jaw jacking. Obviously, when there's panel, obviously when it's other hosts, it won't be this. But I want to do more of this. Dial this in. I think this is cool. All right. Space Tacos, I hope you feel better. All right, what else we got? Yeah, so Chris Whitlock is 100% right. Zach Morrison, I literally have something like 1,500 plus videos on the Simply Cyber YouTube channel. All right. Be well. I've got 2 Cyber Chicks up right now, so I can see when it starts. Couple minutes here. What questions do you have, guys? This is Jaw Jacking. I'm your host, Gerald. And I'm basically trying to answer all your cyber questions, give you some advice. Thanks, Amish Brain. Thanks, Jesse Johnson. Let me know. I mean, guys, honestly, there's so much room for activities, right? There's so much room for activities. We're going to put the bunk beds over there, set up a cool slot car racing track over here. We're killing it. Oh my God, Kimberly Can Fix It is a treasure. Excuse me. All right, yeah, so if you have any feedback on improving the show, let me know. I mean, improving jaw jacking. I want jaw jacking to begin. Basically, I want jaw jacking to turn into its own thing. It's already its own thing, but like, I want to do more of this. I don't know why my camera's flaking out, but that's okay. Luis Sosa, do you think Trump in office will impact the tech job market? I don't know about that, Luis Sosa. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, Will Reed had his first. I have a video for that moment. Nice, Will Reed. Will Reed, Simply CyberCon, high-fived in person. Will Reed out there making content, helping other people. Awesome. Zach Morrison at the Zach Morrison was at the Raleigh-Durham meetup. Jax Scott has agreed to be like the North Carolina Simply Cyber community ambassador. So she's doing meetups in Raleigh. She was in Africa this week. Hey, Chinadu. It's been a minute. Good to see you. Wow. Chris Young has some improvements. Keep being awesome. Okay. I can do that. I mean, I assume. Thank you, Chris. That's nice. Cyber Lorian says, what advice can you give to someone who's about to be a first-time speaker ever? And it's at Sands. First of all, that's awesome. Congratulations. Second of all, if it were me and I was talking to you, right? So I'll just talk directly to you, Cyber Lorian. What I would make sure is, I don't know how long your speaking slot is. I typically like to think 1 slide per minute. So if it's like a 60-minute talk, 60 slides, roughly. That includes like the title slide and the thank you slide and stuff like that. I would recommend doing a practice walkthrough. Like, get your slides right, feel good, do a practice walkthrough, because you're going to figure out where some of your slides might be a little redundant. You can get some honest feedback. You can tinker and tweak. And then the best part is when you actually go do the presentation, I know you made the deck, but I'm telling you, walking through it once or twice you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with the deck itself. Make sure you, I guess, like, read the room. So while you're talking, don't be like, first of all, don't read the slides. That's a bad look. Don't do that. And then read the room. If people are looking confused, clarify. If they're looking bored, move on. All right, looks like 2 Cyber Chicks is up. So let's go over and go support Erica McDuffie and Jack Scott with 2 Cyber Chicks. I'll drop a link in chat again. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Thank you all